Today we're going to take this small feeding trough and turn it into a raised garden bed on wheels. So stay tuned. First thing we're going to do is assemble a small frame out of some 2x4s that I have. These will be something that we can mount our casters, which are the wheels that will allow us to wheel this around. So I'm going to go find some wood and we'll start cutting to assemble that frame. So here's our frame. We'll just try and toenail some screws on each corner to hold it together, and then we're going to mount it to the actual trough with some carriage bolts. So here's our casters. I'm going to drill some holes through the frame, and then we'll countersink the bolt that holds them in place on the bottom side of the frame. It will actually be between the frame and the trough. You know what would work better for this is a socket. I'm going to drill some pilot holes through the frame and the trough, and then we'll drill bigger holes that we can use to put our carriage bolts through and connect the trough to the frame. I've got my pilot hole that I drilled. Now I'm going to just open these up so I can get the carriage bolts through. I don't know if this drill is going to make it through this job. We're going to try and push on. Alright, so I've drilled holes in the frame and in my actual trough. You can see the holes down there. Hopefully they'll line up. So I've laid it on its side so I can, from the inside of the trough, go through the hole and then hopefully through the frame, get a washer and a nut on there. Hopefully I can line up all 6 of these and then we can tighten her down. Here I'm hoping to remove. We've got 2 of the bolts in place. We'll try and get these other ones tapped through. It's pretty loud. Have to dial the volume back when we edit that. At the end we'll probably put a little silicone around those, and then obviously at the end we've got to drill some drainage holes. So we've got all our carriage bolts through, got those 2 on the bottom are tightened up, so we've got to tighten these other ones up. We're getting pretty close. deeper socket if I want to go tighter than that. So there it is. Functionally, I've got the casters and everything in place. Everything's snugged up. Just need to clean this out, and then we'll drill some holes for drainage. We'll lay some screen in there, fill it up with soil, and we'll plant some food in there. So we moved over into the shade, and I'm going to drill some 5/16 drainage holes on each side and in the middle, and we'll see how that goes. After I get done with this project, I need a new drill, so I'll need any ideas anybody has on cordless drills that they like. Please leave comments in the feedback. So we'll do 6 on each end and 9 in the middle. I don't know if this drill bit's gonna last or the drill. Alright, holes are drilled. There is 21 holes, and it pushed this poor old 9.6 volt DeWalt to the limit. But we're good. We'll clean up all the shavings and we can finish this up. So we're just putting a little silicone around the heads of these carriage bolts just so water doesn't leak through where the bolts are. I'll smooth that out in a minute. I just want to get a little bit around each one of them. Let's see, let's start here. I'll just use my finger. A little messy, but there's no style points on this. Just a quick look at the drainage holes. Even though I removed all the burrs, they're still a little sharp. You wouldn't want to run your hand across the bottom of this, but we're going to put a piece of old screen door screen that we're going to cut for the bottom that will prevent soil from falling through, and it should provide a little layer of protection in case you put your hands down that deep into the soil. This is a 3-person job.
More than 2 hands. That's gonna
be crooked. That's fine. Just cut it straight. That's fine. So we've got our screen cut. We're gonna just fix that down with a couple globs of silicone in a few spots. Spots like that. So I finished off by doing just a little bead of silicone on the inside and outside of my wooden frame. So just keep bugs and moisture from in between the wooden frame and the actual trough. So this is the soil we're going to use. It's a raised bed mix from Miracle Grow, sitting on the Gorilla Cart. This is how I cart stuff around now so I don't hurt my back. We'll see how many of those it takes to fill this thing up tomorrow, so stay tuned. So it's our half bag. So that's going to give us about a 3 or 4 inch base just for drainage. We'll see. That's good to go. Alright, here's the final product. We can actually wheel this around on the patio. We can put this in the sun if we want. We can put it in the shade if we want. It should be pretty handy. I hope it inspires you to do something new and plant some food and grow a garden. It's never been a better time than right now to do so. So if you haven't had a chance, please like, subscribe, leave any comments that are helpful. We'll put some additional detail in the description below, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.